What we're wanting you to sort of come to an awareness of today, in the time that we are together, is how much grief am I willing to endure for the sake of expansion? And if we were standing in your physical shoes, we would say none. Because you don't have to separate yourself from who you really are and what you want so long that you deprive yourself of the energy of alignment for so long that you are in grief or fear or despair. That's way, way, way overkill for what you intended when you decided to come forth and be a creator in this physical body. Are you understanding what we're getting at? Some of you have been listening to us for a while, and we want to say to you that we think that you have done enough poking around in the contrast of your life experience to keep yourself happily busy in the manifestation for 20 or 30 lifetimes. We really do not think that you really owe anything to anybody and that you need to torture yourself into expansion. But we also want to say to you that we are not ready to state, nor will we ever be ready to state, that negative emotion is a bad thing, because it isn't. Negative emotion is your guidance system that lets you know that you are in this moment deviating from what? Deviating from the source? Yeah. Deviating from what you want? Yeah. Deviating from the solution while you cling to the problem? Yes. Deviating from the answer while you ramp up the question more? Yes. But the true deviation that we want you to be aware of is deviating from the expanded version of you. It's like life has caused you to vibrationally move forward into this vortex, and we'll talk more about what this vortex thing is, into this vortex. But you, for reasons of your own, and usually only intimately known by you, for reasons of your own, you are choosing to hold yourself back from the expanded version of you. And we want to proclaim in a way that you will always remember that every negative emotion that you feel, no matter how great or slight it seems in the moment that you are feeling it, every negative emotion means the same thing. You expanded, but you in your physical body aren't going with the expansion, not right now anyway. And the reason you're not going is usually because you'd rather be right than feel good. Because you've been sifting through all of the details of life, you've come to the conclusions of what you think's appropriate, and so you're standing in defiance of who you are as you proclaim the rightness of your malice against this unwanted stuff. And we want to say, and we think this is a good time to say it, you live in a universe that is attraction-based, which means there is no such thing as exclusion, which means when you shout no at it, it thinks you're saying yes. When you shout no, go away from me, unwanted person, unwanted experience, unwanted thought, unwanted whatever it is, get away from me. What you're actually vibrationally saying is, come to me by the attention that I'm giving to you. Because there is no word that proclaims come and go. There's only attention which always proclaims come. So if you say, I don't want that, you have to know that there is something that you do want that's formulating. And this art of allowing gathering that we are participating in together today is about coming to that discernment early on and turning your attention to what is wanted rather than pushing against what is not wanted. You got to stop focusing so much on what is that it dominates your vibrational patterns. And you have to start focusing upon who you really are and how you want to feel. So when you think about the things you want, and there are a lot of them and it's wonderful, when you think about the things that you want and you think about why you want those things that you want, and it brings you to that vibrational reason, most of which is easily recognizable by you and easy to find by you and easy to discover all around you already. Because the feeling of money is not only available to you in money itself. Because you just said, it feels like fun, it feels like freedom, it feels like, and there is so much of your world that does not require money in order to feel those things, you see. So if you look around as the selective sifter that we know a deliberate creator like you can be, and you tune your frequency to the feeling of, so it would be such a good thing if you could just make your list of things that you want and take each item one by one and stop and analyze for yourself, what is the feeling of that? When I have that, when I live that, when I am that, when that is my experience, when that's who I am, when that's where I am, when that's who I'm with, when that's what I'm living, what does that feel like? What does it feel like? Not what does it look like? What does it feel like? What does the vibration of security feel like? What does the feeling of homecoming feel like? What does the feeling of empowerment feel like? What does it feel like? And as you pose those questions to yourself, as you move through your days, and you're feeling a lot of those things all day, every day, as you come across, we started to say stumble across because you may not be doing it exactly on purpose, but as you come across that feeling, and you come across that feeling after you have acknowledged that you want to find that feeling, it will stand out in a more vivid way, and you can say, yes, that's it. And then as you stay there and revel in the emotion of that for a moment, you practice the frequency of it longer, and that really is all that deliberate creation is. It's choosing the feelings, practicing the frequency until choosing those feelings comes easily. And you know why choosing those feelings come easily? Because law of attraction says, ooh, you feel like that, here's a little more. Law of attraction doesn't behave like you want your mother to. Oh, you feel bad here, this will make you feel better. Law of attraction says, oh, that makes you feel bad, here's some more. You say, well, then law of attraction may not be my friend. We say your best friend, because law of attraction is bringing you how you're feeling, showing it to you so you can make choices. This sucks. This feels awful. How can I feel differently than this? And that's what we're going to be talking about here today. How can you gain control of the way you feel in this situation and this one and this one and this one? We'll give you a little hint. It's about self-soothing. It's about being kinder to yourself. We thought it would be a really good thing to start this new year out when you're thinking more about who you are and where you're going and what you want. If you could just take this one piece from this gathering, that you want to soothe yourself into alignment by pointing out to yourself how well you are doing, how much is going well. It is our promise to you that if you will begin to tend to the frequency of that which is you, since you equal your point of attraction, and you will be aware, I felt this way and this came back. I felt this way and this came back. I felt this way and this came back. Before you know it, you will be one who, whether you deliberately and often feel on purpose, you will know for sure that how you feel is your indicator of what's coming next. This defining, this preferring, this giving birth to new intentions. It's the evolution of all species. It's the evolution of the cellular species. It's the evolution of the human species. It's the evolution of everything. Is this energy or vibration that bounces from someone, whether you're a one-celled organism or whether you're a full-fledged genius human, focusing and identifying, whether consciously or whether vibrationally, identifying what it is you prefer. Evolution, expanding, becoming. But most humans are really slow on the trigger to go along with what they have birthed. Your inner being isn't. In other words, you were source energy before you came into this physical body, and only a part of that consciousness, a really rather small, we will not say insignificant, but it is part of you. In other words, the larger part of you remains non-physical. Here you are, physically focused, this wonderful personality that is you, sifting through and preferring, expanding, becoming, asking, whether you put words to it or not. Someone's rude, you want nicer people around you. If you're sick, you want to be well. If you're really sick, you really want to be well. If you don't have enough money, you want money. All day, every day, bounce. And the source within you, becoming, because every time you say, I'd like that, source who holds no resistance, your inner being who holds no resistance, becomes what you've asked for, vibrationally speaking. Now, that doesn't ring your bells very much because you're into manifestation, and it's okay. That's why you're here in these flesh, blood, and bony bodies. You have come for manifestations. You've come to this leading edge because, to line up and manifest, it just doesn't get any better than that. This is not catching up time. This is leading edge time. You're not here to prove worthiness through your manifesting. You're here to prove creation through your manifesting. In other words, you're here to create through manifestation. So you have two indications of whether you're leaning away from who you really are and what you want, or toward who you really are and what you really want. The first evidenced is the way you feel, your emotions. But many of you have become so determined and strong and valiant and vigilant and hardy and determined that you can withstand a whopping amount of negative emotion. Those who were here when you got here sort of trained you that way. Quit your crying. Quit your crying, they said. Keep a stiff upper lip. The world doesn't revolve around you. It really does. It really does. Your world exactly revolves around you. And if you're keeping a stiff upper lip in the face of something unwanted and not doing anything about changing your focus until the tension goes away, you cannot be a vibrational match to the solution. That's what that tension that you feel is. That's your indication that you're not in the vicinity of who you really are and what you really want. You were source energy before you came into these bodies. Do you know that? You don't remember it. Do you know that? You don't remember it. Do you know that? You sort of have to take our word for it, but do you know that? You don't remember that. You were source energy. You don't remember that because you came forth wanting new exposure to new experience, but you don't remember what was before you were in this physical body. But you don't have to remember that because the larger part of you is still there, and that larger part of you is still emanating strong signals to you, so you don't have to remember it, you can feel it. You can feel the vibration of who you came from, but better stated, who you have become. Because as you came forth from this source energy, a part of your consciousness, into this physical body, as you explore here, knowing what you don't want and therefore knowing what you do want, every time you emanate that rocket of preference, the inner being part of you becomes it, absorbs it, amends who you are, becomes the fuller version of who you are as a result of this most recent exposure to life. So you can tell all day, every day, in every moment that you are conscious or awake or aware. You can tell whether you are vibrationally in the vicinity of who you are. You feel contentment, satisfaction, ease and flow, love and passion, exhilaration. In other words, you feel fabulous when you're tuned in to the energy of who you really are. And the less close to that frequency you are, the worse you feel. The more you feel frustration, or lethargy, or anger, or fear, or depression. In other words, the emotional guidance scale really indicates one thing and one thing only, but it's a big thing. It indicates your relationship with who you really are. It's not possible to overdo it unless it starts to feel not good when you're doing it. In other words, if you really don't believe it and you're badgering yourself with trying to cover up how you really feel with words, are you getting the point of this? This whole exercise, this whole process of the grid is to affect the way you feel. And you know, you can tell if it's working. You can feel when we're playing the game with someone in the chair. You could feel what wasn't working with him, couldn't you? And then didn't you feel it when it shifted? And don't you have enough time that you can just feel around on different subjects until you get it? You just have to care enough about shifting a little energy within yourself that you're willing to stick with it until the energy shifts. And friends, this is not a difficult thing. You shift a little energy with an exercise that might take you as much as 5 or 10 minutes, and the grid will start filling in to give you evidence of the success that you've had. In other words, you can get momentum going relatively easily. It's just a matter of caring about how you feel and believing that you are your own point of attraction. Do you believe that?
Yes.
Do you believe that things happen to people randomly?
Not anymore.
Do you believe that they are all offering a vibration and things are responding to that vibration?
Yes.
And do you believe that they have more control over the vibration they're offering than most are exercising? And do you believe that you